Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for the Walking Dead universe. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another discussion video. This one, we're going to be talking about an interview with Scott Gimple recently with comicbook.com, where he discusses the PPP sign from the original Walking Dead potentially being revealed very soon. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for the Walking Dead universe. This one's going to be doing another video leading up to Ones Who Live. If you didn't see yesterday's video, we did a video talking about the brand new halftime preview special teaser that they released for Ones Who Live, which included a lot of really cool new footage, of course, for the show, which we will do more videos for, of course, later on this week. We got a whole bunch of discussion topics from that one. But I wanted to talk about an interview from Scott Gimple from comicbook.com. The link will be down below in the description if you want to go ahead and watch it. Basically, he was interviewed. It's about 20 minutes long. It's a pretty lengthy one, and he was interviewed about Ones Who Live. He was, asked about it, of course, and some of the stuff that he can reveal. And one of the big things that I could take away from this one is that we did have a mention of the PPP card, which Heath left in The Walking Dead. And he sat there and kind of said, like, we will definitely have a follow-up on that. We will definitely have an answer on that, So I don't know if they're trying to tease something for Ones Who Live, if in this show we'll finally get an answer to what PPP is. It kind of sucks, though, at the same time, because it's like, of course, the character that picks that up, Tara, is now just dead, So it's like she'll never know if Heath is dead, alive, what the hell the case may be, So I don't know. That's the one kind of thing that I kind of find a little bit sad about it. I know some people don't like Tara. I personally thought that the character got way too much hate. I actually thought Tara was awesome. I thought Alana Masterson was fantastic as Tara. But point being, Heath has been gone for a long time, and he got taken by Jadis, from what it sounds like. That's the big rumor right now, is that he got traded into the CRM. And obviously the PPP card was left there, and she saw it, and she said, I hope it was you. But then she had to get back home to her girlfriend, Denise, at the time, and we never, saw anything of it, right? And we've all wondered, like, okay, Corey Hawkins, he didn't want to do Walking Dead anymore. He left for a little while, that's kind of why they had to leave it open-ended for him and stuff like that. I personally still feel like they could have killed him, but maybe that's just me. But either way, Corey Hawkins is not in The Walking Dead anymore, right? And, PPP, I don't really know what it means because, obviously Jadis must know what it means because she's the one that took him, right? So it has to be something Jadis related. So my assumption with this is that Jadis will reveal in The Ones Who Live what PPP stands for. My only question is, because I know they can't get Corey Hawkins back for Heath, he's just not into Walking Dead anymore at all. Will they get maybe a recast and mess his face up a little bit and show him as a test subject? Probably. I hate to say it, that's probably what it's going to be. Because I have no doubt in my mind that CRM is going to be doing more test subjects and more experiments and more stuff like that on walkers in the main city, So it's just a matter of, will Heath be one of them? Is Heath going to be involved? Will they mention what happened to him and maybe not show, just more so tell, which would be kind of a ripoff. But at the same time, there's only so much you can do, Heath is not exactly in the show anymore, and I don't really think the actor's willing to come back, so they may have to do that, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, it's a really cool interview. He talks about a few things. Scott Gimple talks about the PPP card. He talks about, of course, what it was like making the show with Andy and, Denai and stuff like that. And it sounds like this was something that he really wanted to do. He was also asked about variant walkers, which also, let's discuss that. The guy asked him, basically, he was like, are we going to see any kind of walkers like the ones we saw in France, right? And Scott Gimple said, like, yeah, and I mean, never say never. I mean, we still have to know more about some of the France stuff. And, that's pretty cool and stuff, but we will see some different type of zombies in this. We will see some very different types of walkers. So in other words, he's saying we will probably see some variants in this show, which I'm very excited for, of course. That'll be amazing as well, too. And the biggest statement I saw him say in this interview is that we are going to be able to watch if somebody is trying to jump on ship, to the Walking Dead universe, you can actually watch The Ones Who Live without watching anything from The Walking Dead, including the main show. apparently Gimple said in this interview, and again, I saw him say for a good like 5-10 minutes, is that he wants people to not have to do so much homework, is what he said. You know, he's like, he doesn't want people to be like, okay, I gotta watch Walking Dead, I gotta watch Fear the Walking Dead, I gotta watch World Beyond, I gotta watch Tales, I gotta watch Dead Sea, I gotta watch Daryl Dixon, I gotta watch this, just to understand The Ones Who Live. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like he's saying that you don't have to do that. You could actually watch this show without watching, you know, the others, right? Which I find a little bit hard to believe at times, because there are still pieces of knowledge from one show to another, and he just, apparently he says it as like, it's a reward if you watch those shows. I'm like, buddy, I don't know. There are still moments where I'm like, you probably should watch, you know, The Walking Dead, you probably should watch some of the other spinoffs, World Beyond, stuff like that. But, you know, it's not to a point where it's like, you will not understand anything if you don't watch every single spinoff. So I'll give him credit with that as well. But yeah, you know, for me, the whole new thing about like, oh, you know, Walking Dead universe, you can watch these new spinoffs without watching anything related. That's just them trying to get views. I hate to say it, because a lot of these have a lot of connections, and a lot of these have a lot of, you know, pieces of the story that you won't understand unless you watch this, and that, you know. I get the whole perspective of like a guy locked up by CRM, and then like a wife figure that's out there looking for him, and you could introduce that as a new thing, I guess. But you're not going to be able to erase a lot of the stuff from The Walking Dead. Like, eventually when he finds Judith, and eventually when he finds, you know, Daryl, you know, we know that's going to happen at some point. When he finds Morgan, you know, I mean, yeah, technically you don't have to see the stuff before. That is true. But it's a really, really big stretch of imagination, I must say. It's a really, really big stretch. I would more so recommend you at least watch The Walking Dead before watching The Ones Who Live, you know? And I haven't even seen the show yet, and I would say that, you know? Already by the knowledge we have of The Ones Who Live, I would say it's a really, really big recommendation to at least see the main Walking Dead before watching The Ones Who Live, right? So, that's pretty much the gist of it. That's pretty much most of the stuff he said in the interview. Again, go ahead and check it out. It's a pretty awesome interview with Scott Gimple. Scott Gimple is, you know, definitely he's got a lot to hide. You know, he's got a lot of stuff to show. And, you know, I remember the guy even asked me, he's like, "Oh, can you reveal when Daryl Dixon's coming out?" And he's like, "No, I can't say anything about that." So time will tell, of course. Thank you all for watching. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos of The Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for The Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.